What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we're going to be rounding up all the latest Destiny 2 news, all the recent announcements that Bungie's made and things coming up soon for Destiny 2, like E3 and the beta, as well as a few other interesting Destiny 2 related topics. So firstly, let's talk about one of the biggest topics for Destiny 2 that Bungie directly addressed yesterday in their blog post, and this is in regards to the topic of dedicated servers in the game, which of course a lot of people have been asking for a very long time. It's one of those kind of buzzwords the community always wants, and it basically means better connections and less lag for the Crucible and everything else in the Destiny game. So it's a very good thing, people obviously want it, and Bungie kind of in a roundabout way said there wouldn't be dedicated servers at their Destiny 2 reveal, but they want to go into proper detail now and explain how they work, because it's kind of a hybrid, and obviously when it comes to networking, things aren't really that simple, and the answers aren't just black and white. So Bungie went into detail explaining exactly how the connections are being improved for Destiny 2 and what the servers are going to look like. So of course the post was very detailed. They talked a lot about networking and how the Destiny 2 servers are going to differ to the Destiny 1, and I'll basically cut out the most important statements that kind of summarize the general idea of what they're explaining here. But of course the full post will be in the description if you want to read Bungie's full kind of post on this. So this, of course, is in response to a lot of people asking why is there no dedicated servers in Destiny 2, and their response is that every activity in Destiny 2 is hosted by one of our servers. That means you'll never again suffer host migration during your raid attempts or trials matches. This differs from Destiny 1, where these hosting duties were performed by player consoles and only script mission logic ran in the data center. So essentially what they're saying is that more of the work is being done by their servers as opposed to our personal internet connections, as opposed to before where it was mostly done by peer-to-peer, which is our own connections, and kind of we're hosting our own games. So apparently most of it is going to be done now with their servers, but still not all of it. There's still going to be some things that are done on our side, meaning it's not completely dedicated servers, and that's why they don't use that term. Now, they also said that for the first time, Destiny 2 is going to be using cloud servers for gameplay, and also that they've spent a few years coming up with top secret strategies to prevent cheaters, and also that across all platforms, so console and PC, all the information on our characters is going to be stored in their data centers, meaning it can't be edited by hackers to have like infinite health or basically cheat the game in that way. So for the most part, it sounds obviously very good, and this is Bungie assuring us their connections have been improved. Obviously, they said they aren't going to be perfect. No game is ever going to have perfect connections. They've said they basically worked hard to make sure the servers are the best they can possibly be for the launch. And of course, the beta is going to be a massive way to stress test the servers and hopefully make the launch even better than it would be normally. So essentially, all we can do at this point is wait until the beta, and that'll be the best kind of way to gauge how the servers are for Destiny 2. So of course, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think about that explanation? Are you confident or not confident? But to be honest, all I care about is that red bars aren't just skating around the map being unkillable and having advantages coming top of the scoreboard. But like I said, we just have to wait and see until the game is actually in our hands, and then we'll be able to talk properly about the servers and the connection. So the next thing Bungie announced isn't really anything too surprising, but it's that they're going to be at E3 and of course bringing Destiny 2 there for the public to of course play. Now, Activision does have their own booth at E3 this time. Last year, for the first time, I think in ever, they didn't actually have a booth dedicated at E3. They just had their games inside the PlayStation or Sony booth. But this time around, they've got their own dedicated booth where you can queue up, of course, and play Destiny yourself and get hands-on. So if you go into E3, you'll be able to play Destiny 2 for yourself for the first time. And I've actually been invited to go to E3 once again this year. And I'm going to be capturing some more Destiny 2 gameplay for you guys on this channel. So stay tuned right here, going to have some cool stuff to look at. But yeah, E3 is basically the next major waypoint on the Destiny 2 roadmap. After that, who knows, they may be doing some kind of other reveal for Crucible and Trials in the summer. And then, of course, the beta will be in there somewhere too. And, of course, the launch, which is only about 3 months away, just over 3 months. So not long to wait now. But, of course, the summer is going to be packed with a lot of Destiny 2 information and, of course, announcements. So talking more about the beta, Bungie in their blog post yesterday said they're still holding off on revealing the actual date, but will be doing so very soon. My guess is probably E3. I think they're waiting for the Sony conference so that PlayStation can announce it on stage. They get in the beta like a week earlier, wherever it turns out to be. But there has actually been some very interesting theories going around the internet that Bungie might have also teased the beta date already in their Vidocs. And it comes from this screen right here where you can see the arrangement of the Glimmer and the strange dust currencies. And they do make out some very interesting dates. So as you can see, the Glimmer is 17,177, but But if you split those up and reverse them, you have 7, 17, and 17. So the 7th month being July, of course. The Americans have their dates flipped around for some reason. But you got the 7th month of July, the 17th of that month, and also the year 2017. So 7, 17, 17 is essentially the 17th of July. And also the strange dust, which is that purple currency on the right, that is 9/8, which is also coinciding with the release date of Destiny 2, the 8th of the 9th month, September. So two possibilities: either it's a massive coincidence that these numbers happen to match up in this way, or it could just be Bungie giving subtle hints about the beta, and this is their way of saying the beta might be on the 17th of July. And as a month, it does actually match up perfectly of when a beta could be. And of course, let's not forget how much Bungie loves number 7. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think it's a crazy coincidence, or do you think it's actually the beta date? So I also want to talk about that purple currency itself and what it actually means, and it's called Strange Dust. Right now, the description for it in the alpha I played was remnants of powerful items used to improve or trade for other items. Honestly, I think it's just a replacement for legendary marks. I'm doubting it's anything cool or crazy. Now, obviously, the word trading is in there, and I personally don't think it means trading between guardians. I think it just means trading as in with vendors in the new social space, and of course, upgrading your gear, which is the main purpose of legendary marks. So to me, it does seem very much like legendary marks and probably going to be the same thing. I'm imagining you use it to infuse your items, and it costs a little bit, like 3 or so. And they probably also give you strange dust when you complete events. So it's probably the normal currency like legendary marks. And it's also in a pretty similar format, being only 98 out of 200 cap, as opposed to Glimmer, which is of course like 20,000. And it'll be interesting to see if Bungie raises the cap for Glimmer or marks, or if it stays the same. But that's everything we know about these currencies, and also my thoughts on them. So that's been a roundup of everything going on recently for Bungie and all their announcements in regards to the future of Destiny 2. As always, if you enjoyed this video, a like rating would be much appreciated. Of course, stick around for many more Destiny 2 videos right here on the channel. Make sure you are subscribed and also have notifications turned on. And I'll see you guys in the next one.